Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we are going to learn about Informatica tool client tools. So we have a few client tools that is integrated with the Informatica server. So once we have installed the Informatica server, then we have to install the Informatica client tools. It will come up with few tools. I'll show you the tools that it came up with. So you can go to your start, then the folder that have a shortcut name like Informatica with the version name. So inside that we'll have a lot of tools inside. So the major component tool that has been used is Power Center Workflow Monitor, Manager, and Repository Manager, and Designer, Informatica Developer Tools, and one is like the Power Center Mapping Architecture. So I'll go through one by one, like what all it is and how this like tools has been used for which purpose. So let's start with the first tool that is called Designer. So we understand what is the Designer and what we all do, and how we work through each and every tool. So let me brief you regarding what is Informatica components and objects is available. So we have something called mapping. Then upper to that mapping, we have something called task. So basically for mapping, we create a session type of task. There is a lot other tasks are there. So we'll learn that later. So this is a session task. Then upper to that, we have workflow. So now we cannot directly run any task or any mapping. We have to create one workflow. Then only we can run the workflow. So when we have these tools for a particular client tools, so we have designer to design the mapping components. Once the mapping has been designed, then we have to use this workflow manager tool that the name is shows as a W in the icon. That is workflow manager tool, and the designer it shows the symbol like a D later in the icon. That is the designer tool. So in workflow manager, we'll design only for particular tasks and workflows, and you can run that workflow from the workflow manager, or else you can run the workflow from any command line or a scheduler through a workflow manager or particular workflow monitor. So now designer tool is used to basically create mappings. Workflow manager is used to create workflows, tasks, and create connections with the source and targets. And monitor tool is to use the respective running jobs or the workflows and sessions. So you can click on particular session and then you can view the source and target details and how it is reading and how much it is writing to respective tables. So that is about monitor tool. So now repository manager. So repository manager, it's like all the details you have, it will show in this repository manager. So it will have the folder structures, and the main task is for repository manager is to migration of the object, like exporting any object and importing any object, having the dependencies checked, and you can also view the validations and modification date and times, and you can create respective folders that you want to have your for respective different projects for different folders that you can do. And there is an option in securities to change your password, the current password that you have. You can change your login password. So then this is the only tool that have this option enabled to change your password. So you need to change through repository manager only. And any export, import, object migration, copy paste, that is thing that can be done through repository manager. But yeah, so you cannot delete any object in repository manager. You have to delete the respective object from the respective tools. Like if you want to delete one workflow, you can delete the workflow from workflow manager. and if you want to delete any mapping, you can delete the mapping from the designer. So now let's go to another layer things like when you say mapping. So mapping is basically a logic that will transfer your data and modify your data and write into the target. So there are few components in the mapping that we call the source and target and transformations. So we'll learn it like a hierarchy based level, like how the mapping has been designed and all later. But this session is mostly overview of the client tools. So I'll go through the each and every tools and I'll show you the how it looks like. Okay. So this is the tool that called as a mapping designer. So in this designer, so we have to design our logic from the source till the target end. So let me give you again the brief, like how the uh, like what are objects are there and how we put into in mapping. So as it will transfer, extract, transfer, loading. So we need some source object so that we have a source object in designer, and we must have a target object also. Now, how to transfer the data from source and target? So we have must have some different logic or functions that has been defined to modify, change, or translate the data. So that way we have the various transformations that will transfer our data from one medium to other medium and will load to the target. So these are the major three components in mapping designer. We'll have one source object something, and we'll have something transformation. There are various transformations are there, and there are various target objects are there. So including these three objects, we'll create one mapping. So that is the main task of our designers. So whatever thing we will design, after saving all the information will be stored in our repository databases. So that repository database is nothing but our core part of Informatica, which will run and access through repository services. So unless until your repository services is up, you cannot log into respective repository. So while accessing the client tool, you need to log into your respective repository through the Informatica user ID. Here I am using my administrator account. So I have that administrator password. I have wrongly given the password. Let me try again. So these are the folders. As I told you, we'll go to the repository manager once. So we have two folders available. So once you create any folder in the repository manager, you have to give some specific access to the folders. Then the respective user can able to see view and access as per the access roles defined to his. So we'll go to that part at a little later. So let's concentrate on the components and objects that is there in mapping designer. So this is about our mapping designer. So let me tell you one more thing. This is before connecting to the repository. So if you are logging, sometimes you don't see anything. Then you need to click on configure domain, and here might be you will not able to see any information. Then you need to create this new, and you have to mention your domain name, host gateway, and port. Then once you click on OK and your domain is up and running, you will able to view this particular domain name and this repository, the number of repository that is available within this domain. Let me show you what details it is. So let's see, these are the details. Okay, that is showing here now after connecting. This is the host gateway and this is the port number, and the domain name you are seeing over here. Okay, so this is just like to connect to respective server. Okay, so let's yeah, and another thing, you can expand your folder. You can view the respective details available within the folder, but you cannot access it. So to access it and to do something on it and work on it, you may need to open the particular folder. It can be connected, but will not be able to perform any tasks once you are not open the folder. So you have to open the folder, then you will see the workspace and anything that is available. Yeah, see, so this is the same sample mapping that is present in my existing design. So that is showing because I have opened it last time. That's why when I'm opening again the designer and opening the folder, the last worked uh, mapping, it will be shown up here. So this tab, this is called as a workspace, and this is a navigation window where you can navigate between the different folders and different objects. And this is the output window. In the output window, we have save information, fetch log, generate something, validation output. Like there are multiple options. So if you perform that based upon the particular details, you can able to see view these details over here. So that's not our topic for now. So let's understand what is the source and what is the target, the transmission, and what is maplet and mapping. So the workspace is divided into 5 different workspace. The that one workspace is the mapping designer, one workspace is the source analyzer, one is for target designer, one is for transformational developer, and another is maplet designer. Now we'll learn how the difference it is. So as I told you before, so we need to create first source. So the source structure can be created only within the source analyzer. And target, that's a target structure that can be also created through the target designer. Similarly, there is a difference. The transform you can create multiple transformations over here, and you can create maplet in maplet designer, and you can create mapping in mapping designer. There is one another option in mapping. Let me just show you what difference you can see. Just see this header, okay, and mark this particular name over here, and just tell me and like you can comment also. Just see what all details you are seeing over here. What is the changes you are seeing there. So I'm just starting clicking from the source analyzer. You can just view and just see. I clicked on source analyzer. See the name, it is showing source. I clicked on target designer, and the name is changed to target. Rest all the things are same because these are the common properties. And transformation, it shows the transformation. Maplet, it shows the maplet and transformation, and mapping in mapping and transformations. So what does it mean? So don't see about this cube and dimension for now. Just let's see source, target, transformation, maplet, and mapping. So once you create any sources, those sources will be shown in the source folder. Once you have created any target in target designer and save it, it will be shown in targets. So similarly, if you create anything in the transformation window and save it, it will be available in this transformation window. And if you create anything in the maplet, it will show in maplet, and anything mapping, that will show in the mapping folder. That is the structure and workspace defined to store the information in the respective folders. Now, so what is the higher level design? Like which one is the higher up in upper hierarchy, which in the down lower hierarchy? So mapping is the upper hierarchy. All the components like source, target, transformation, and maplets that all can be created. That can all can be used in the mapping that you're creating. So the mapping is the upper hierarchy, you can say. So you cannot create, if you go to the mapping, there is only mapping and transformation. So the maplet cannot be created within mapping, but a transformation can be created locally into the mapping workspace. Similarly, in a worklet, you can create a transformation as well within the worklet. Now, what is mapping? What is maplet? What is transformation? Transformation is nothing but a single object and single unit that modify your data, one set of data that is coming into this transformation, or you are performing some calculation. Maybe you can say it is a kind of function that you use in Oracle, or sometimes it behave as a procedure where it has a procedure transformation also. So transformation is nothing but a logic to change your and modify your data, or maybe perform some calculation on it. That is transformation. So if you're creating any transformation within this transformation tab, say transformation developer, and that is available in this transformation part. So this the scope of this transformation will be until this particular folder, not to the other folder. What that means is that the number of mapping you will create, you can reuse the same transformation in that. You don't need to recreate this transformation. You can directly drag this transformation to the mapping and use it. It's kind of like a reusable object you have created. That object can be used multiple times. Similarly, the number of sources and target you will create within this target designer or source analyzer, that will be also available throughout this folder to be used in a particular mapping. So the only difference between Maplet and mapping is Maplet don't have source and target, while mapping is having source, target, and transformations. Maplet is just nothing but a multiple combination of transformations. Like as you're creating one transformation in designer, so like as you're seeing in mapping designer, you have multiple transformations, right? So suppose there is a set of transformations that you need to create in each and every mapping. So what you can do, the same logic, same transformations, you you should not create multiple reusable transformations and drag and drop every time the number of transformations into the mapping. So instead of that, you can group the number of transformations, and you can put one input group and one output group, and that will be like it will treat like one box. You are seeing the lot of box here, so it will treat like only one box, but within that you should open it in Maplet window, so it will show you the number of transformations used in it. So that is a combination of transformations that you can use with, for multiple mappings. It's a kind of again a reusable object that can be used in multiple mappings. So whatever maplet you design in Maplet window, it will be available for all the mappings that you are going to create in mapping tab, and similarly the transformations. That is the difference. So if you want to use any object from this particular folder in other folders, then you need to create share this particular folder. So that properties is available when you are creating the folder. So that nature you can define over there. So this is about this all 5 object, and so I'll just give you a brief idea like how the mapping created and all. So yeah, and one more thing, the source and target and map transformation are all are individual objects, like low level object in the hierarchy. So once these 3 objects have been created, you can use in mapping, or if source and target have been created, you can directly go to the mapping and create any mapping, and you can use the source and target. And transformation you can directly create it in the mapping. But yeah, so the transformation you create in the mapping, see, once the mapping is been created, it will again will have one source instance folder inside, one target instance, and one transformation instance. So what does it mean? Like this source instance will have the same source that you used within the mapping, but it cannot be created within the mapping. It means you have reused a source, actual source within the mapping. So if you go to this flat file, see employee detail is there and salary is there. See employee detail employee. Sorry, let me scroll up. Detail employee, salary. So whatever you use, that will be having one folder within the mapping. I will store that information over here. Then similarly, the target instance, employee salary, see here, not here, sorry. It's a source I'm clicking. So this is the target. So employee salary. Let me scroll to the issue employee salary. Okay, so now you see here there is a different groups, right, within this. Now what does it mean? Well, creating any particular source or target, let me show you an example. So here, so double click in it. So it is giving you database type, right? So here you create something. Once you select something, it will create that group and add all the details within that. You want to rename it, you can click on rename and you can change that name over here. Again, that will go to the different group. That's like about the grouping that are available for the sources structure. So just to understand and differentiate between the different type of sources. That is the thing about this. And so how do you create source? And also, there is multiple options over here to create the sources. We'll go one more session for that. So I'm just showing you that options that are available regarding the target. Here also you'll see different options, import and all. It's there. Let's go to the map transformation. Transformation, you can directly click option, create, okay, and you can edit in transformations like maplet. Yeah, so now in maplet, you create any maplet, then you need to use multiple transformation within it that is available. You can see once the maplet is not created, you cannot create any transformations. Once maplet is created, when you open the maplet, then you can, let me show you also. The test, I'm just giving you test name. You'll see here now, test is available, right? Source instance target transformation. There's nothing is available now, but now you can create here. See, create, you can use different options. Okay, like in mapping, you can now you can drag the maplet also. Okay, understand? This is the difference about thing. And I don't want to change anything. That's why I'm just saving it this one. Okay, let's go to the maplet and delete this one as well, because it's like nothing is there. We'll go for the next session. Okay, so this is about our mapping designer. Yeah, and one more thing, let me show you. Suppose you want to find something, some particular field within the transformation, suppose salary, this salary field. Okay, so I don't want to know where it all is. You can go to this find option and you can select field and click on salary. It will give you a lot of options on the field name. The table name, that means there's a transformation name. You can click on one transformation. So let me think like it's a salary table. Okay, that means the salary target instance. Click on target instance, it will directly, sorry, this is the source instance. So click on directly and it will go to the source. Automatically it will highlight the salary. I just want, if I want to see in the joiner, so I'll click on this joiner salary. So it will go to the joiner transformations and it will highlight that particular field. Okay. The same way, if you want to find a particular table, that name, suppose I want to find a table name joiner or expression, okay, exp. I'm just giving, I just know this name only. I'm just giving this one, so it will give me all the data types, say all the 9 names that is having similar to exp. So when you click on that, we'll go to the that transformation. So what it help, like it will help you out in bigger transformations, sorry, bigger mapping. There will have a lot of transformations available to be used, and you need to find a particular field or particular transformation within the big mapping. So that will help you out to find out the particular field and transformation. And one more thing is like to these buttons, it's kind of a zoomer option. So what you can see, you can just scroll this one and you can highlight to view particular transformations and pipeline. If you want to see that, you can do over here. And These are just to enable these panels. Like I just want to hide this one, then you can click on this, you hide that one, click on it, even it will have a here. Similarly for the down one, click and then, and transformations that you create, they have shortcut over here, and we have also options over here. Okay, so this is one thing. And there is another thing, there is options like arrange all, arrange iconic. Let me try and see what is happening. Arrange all, it will give you just best visibility option and proper way of designing. And similarly, the arrange iconic, it will give you a symbolic manner of the transformations link. Okay. So this is about your mapping designer. I will go through that later on the detail level. The next will go for workflow manager and all the next videos. Okay. Thank you guys. Keep watching my channel and keep subscribing.